Okay, I'm recording this just in case it goes anywhere, but I'm about to go out on an adventure with a guy that I'm actually interested in, which is very rare for me.
Only once. Shame on you. It fooled me. We can't get fooled again.
Huh?
Cancel that. Scratch all that. Erase it.
What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video here on the channel. We have a few clips we're going to be going over, so please hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. I am trying to get to 2,000 subscribers in the next couple of weeks before 2025. I'm almost there, fellas, so if you could hit subscribe if you're not subscribed. And hey, how's it going? My name's Rat Boy. Let's get into it.
So I've decided to start dating again, which means I've re-downloaded apps, which
Oh,
has
no.
been absolutely terrifying. But tell me why. I can't be the only one, but why does Hinge make you feel like the ugliest troll on planet Earth? There has got to be something wrong with the algorithm over there, because the people that it suggests for me, first of all, they're like kids with no frontal lobe when I clearly have my settings to 30 and up. They're suggesting people that are 25, saying this is your most compatible match. Really? Are you not actually looking at people's settings and what they're looking for? Because that's wild. That's crazy. Not to mention the fact that people can comment really creepy things in your likes. Audacity that happens on Hinge, my self-worth is plummeting. But then you go and get approved for apps that require recommendations to even be on it, and those apps are making you feel like a complete baddie and queen. So I just don't get it. Does Hinge not want you to go on dates with people? Do they just want you to be absolutely miserable? Because this is the longest I've actually kept the app. I usually download it and I'll delete it within 24 hours because it's that bad. But I'm really trying this time. I'm really trying to hang in there. Like, Hinge girl, what are you doing? Because this algorithm is not it.
You know, and all we can do is pray for her. But still, this is real shit.
The algorithm, unfortunately, because this is the way that these dating apps are set up. Every dating app is set up this way. And that is, if you are a 30-year-old woman and you are looking to date a 30-year-old man, there are going to be very little to any, if any, matches for you to match with, because these 30-year-old men are not putting their preferences in your age range, unfortunately. So these dating apps do is they say, well, these men are paying good money to be on the app. We're not going to give them any women that they're not going to swipe and interact with. So we're going to throw away her preferences and just give the men that are paying the preference for her, because these 25-year-old men are looking for women that are between ages 20 and 50. Usually, the age range is everywhere. So they're giving them first dibs. And this is how it happens on a lot of dating apps. These men are just average men on this dating app, and it makes her feel like a troll. It disgusts her. She looks at these men and she's repulsed looking at these average men on these dating apps. These men that pay good money to be on these apps, by the way, because men, from what I understand, men have to pay to get any good matches. To get any match that's worth it, men have to pay, and they have to pay that premium, and then they get all the matches that the app, I guess, hides or something. I don't know how all that works, but from what I understand, that's what has to happen. Now, these men, they're paying good money. They're going to get access to you. So that's just through the app. That's just the way it is. The way online dating is always going to be, unfortunately, because online dating, when you really think about it, if you really want to just simplify it down to the basest of terms, online dating really only benefits certain men. Let's just be real. There are some women that will view it and they can maybe benefit from it in a short term fashion financially, sure. And then there are some men that they can buy and weasel their way into getting women to spend time with them. Sure, there's also that. But the majority of the people that benefit from these apps are going to be men that are super attractive, usually just wealthy, or just tall. If you're 6'4" and you're on a dating app, you're going to get dates. You're going to get all the dates. You will have multiple dates in every night of the week, every week, just because you put 6'4" on the app there.
So I feel as though I should start posting after I go on these first dates, because I
really
go
shouldn't.
on some of the most wild first dates. The things these men say, just in general, but the fact on a first date, it blows my mind. So tonight, for example, I walk in, I'm meeting this guy at a bar, and I walk in and we see each other right away. He's at the bar ordering a drink. And I was like, hey, and I walk in and he just like goes, hey, and gives me a nod. And I was just like, didn't walk up to me to give me a hug, nothing. And I was just like, oh, what's going on? And he was like, go order a drink. And I was like, so casual. And I was just like, so I go order a drink and he was like, put it on my tab. And I was just like, this is so... Okay, so then fast forward, we're outside, we're having conversation, and I'll be honest, like, it's not natural conversation. That's my dog. But I'm asking him questions, going back and forth, and he's not really giving me any answers that I feel the same way about. I don't feel really like we're connecting. And then I asked him if he likes sports, and he was just like, no. No follow-up, no nothing. And I was like, oh. And he was like, do you want to go play billiards? And I was like, sure, let's do it. But I got to go take care of my dogs. And he was like, I'll go with you. And I was like, well, I'm watching my dogs at my sister's house right now. I don't think she would appreciate me bringing some random person over. And he was like, oh, could you maybe just drop me off at the billiards place then? You can go take care of the dogs and then you can like come back. And I was like, is it crazy that I think it's weird that he wanted me to drive him on our first date? I don't even know you, dude.
Women.
I don't think any of this is weird at all. I think this is a pretty normal first date when you're meeting men online. And I haven't watched this video, I'll be honest with you. I haven't seen this TikTok yet, but I'm going to assume that maybe she gave this dude a ride. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen on this date. Actually, I'm on the edge of my seat here. This is a really good date so far. Everything's working out. What did she expect? This is my thing, is the expectations are through the roof for women like this, but what they don't understand is they're meeting these random men online. They're meeting these men online. So you're doing the very barest of minimums when it comes to looking for someone to date, someone to take seriously, I guess. I don't know if this woman's trying to date seriously or if she's just trying to find a dude with money. You never know. You actually never know what's going on with women like this. But let's just assume she's dating seriously. Why would she date a guy like this? What are we doing here? You're going to pick the most attractive dude on the app. You're going to get a date with him. And then you're complaining that, oh, everything was super casual. Oh, he's done it 1,000 times. Well, he probably has. This is probably his however many date this week. You're just one of the many. And you're not going to give this guy a ride. Wow. Well, every other chick he's taking on a date here is giving him a ride. So not giving him a ride would be a red flag, I would think, for him.
And fast forward, we're in the car.
She gave him a ride.
And he was like, oh, I realized earlier that saying I don't like sports really just paused the conversation and didn't contribute, and it's just bad conversation. So let's go back and let's say I like football. And I'm like, you can't just like change your answer because it like I didn't feel the same as you. It's okay if we're not the same and we're different. It's not okay. And then I dropped him off and got back to my sister's house and waited about 10 minutes and sent him a message on Hinge, just letting him know, hey, I took care of the dogs. I decided I'm not really feeling this. And I'll be honest, I'm a little nervous to look what he said, but the point is, I just feel like that was such an unhinged date. What happened to a gentleman? What happened to romance? What happened to kindness? That felt so transactional, and dating in Texas for mid-20s is rough. Thanks, bye. Oh, also, I would like to say that when he got into my car, he insulted me. We get to my car, which is like a Mustang convertible, and he was like, oh, she sells software. She made one sale and she bought a car. No, bitch, I've made a lot more than one sale, and don't make fun of my car. So rude. I'm done now.
Stop it. Get some help.
Seems like a pretty normal first date, meeting a random man online, because obviously this woman she's in her mid-20s, online dating. Why is she online dating? I don't know. Why don't women, so these women, they always go the online dating route in their 20s, and they wait until they're like their late 40s to going to church and finding a religious man and all this. Why don't you go find a religious man right now? Well, why are you going to wait until you're 45 and you may find one, you may not find one? Who knows what you're going to be finding at the age of 45? You're 25. Go find you a religious guy, simp that'll take care of you. Find him, marry this dude. You know, he's not going anywhere. And there you go. But you're wasting time going out with dudes that are on dating apps that you're meeting at random bars. What are we doing here? Are you really trying to look for somebody to, I guess, marry? Or this right here is something I will never understand. I can't understand the mentality of someone thinking that it's a good idea to meet men at bars that they've interacted with momentarily online. Just like that one lady, she said that she doesn't even like talking to him. She just likes to go straight to the date. Boom, date. Same night. I can't think that that's kind of crazy. That's a little crazy. I mean, you're talking to a guy, less than 2 messages, and then you're meeting him? Really? No, this is slowly turning into the predicted in one of my last videos. This is slowly turning into where online dating, unless you're part of these dating apps where you have to be referred and there's an extra step of security, I guess. But any random dude that has a burner phone can make a fake account and then start meeting women in his local town or wherever he's staying at. He doesn't even have to be local. He can be staying at the hotel and just meet these random women. They don't need a car. They don't need a place to stay. So it's only, I would say it's only a matter of time before every online dating app is just going to transition into the app that you log into and you meet people and then you become gone. You disappear and nobody knows what happens to you. Maybe this whole issue will correct itself. My thinking process is that if you're 25 and you're looking to date with intention, you're looking to find a husband or you're looking to find someone to be in a long-term relationship with, why are you dating random men online? Go join a church. Go join a bowling league. Go do a singles book club. Do anything other than interacting with these random men online. That would be my advice. That'd be my advice. But that is going to be the end of today's video. Subscribe and comment, and I'll catch you guys later. Rat Boy out.